Hi, I'm Dr. Ethan Edwards, and you're about to discover a bizarre secret about your prostate health. It's the hidden reason why some men go through their entire lives with healthy prostates that allow them to empty their bladders with ease, while others suffer with enlarged prostates that cause weak urine flow, sudden and embarrassing leaks, and the searing pain of urinary tract infections and bladder stones. Yet the debilitating effects of enlarged prostate go even further. If you're grappling with belly fat, balding, fatigue, low sex drive, or erectile dysfunction, research now shows that these issues can be all traced back to your prostate. Despite what big pharma and even some doctors might say, an enlarged prostate, also known as benign prostatic hyperplasia, or BPH, is not an inevitable part of aging. Groundbreaking studies from Harvard University and the world-renowned Mayo Clinic now show it comes down to a hidden molecule known as your prostate growth activator that triggers your prostate to swell up from the size of a walnut to a ripe tomato. But in a moment, you'll discover how to naturally deactivate this growth molecule and reverse prostate growth without risky, expensive drugs, dangerous surgeries, or any changes to your diet or lifestyle. It all comes down to a simple 5-second home remedy that includes an exotic Brazilian jelly. This natural prostate shrinking marvel has been hidden from the public since it was uncovered decades ago, and you're about to find out the shocking reason why. But most importantly, once you witness the groundbreaking science behind this natural 5-second remedy, and you hear from some of the 47,500 men and counting whose lives it has transformed, and I show you exactly how to use this remedy at home, I know you want to try it for yourself today.
I was up 5 times a night, exhausted every day. After watching this video, all it took was 1 week, and guess what? I slept through the night for the first time in years. It's a miracle.
I tried everything from meds to exercises. Nothing worked. Who knew this weird 100% natural method would make all the difference? No more embarrassing dribbles or constant bathroom breaks. I feel like a new man. I can't thank you enough, Doc.
In the beginning, I thought this would never work. However, I still decided to give it a try. I was so desperate. And thank God I did. It's been 14 days. And imagine this, that sharp pain I was getting is no longer there. I can pee with ease again. Thanks, Doc.
Like most men who suffer from annoyingly frequent bathroom trips, weak urine flow, and constant discomfort, I understand you're looking for fast-lasting relief. And I can promise you'll be thrilled when you see with your own eyes how this prostate-shrinking Brazilian jelly can solve almost all your prostate issues, 100% naturally, from the comfort of your home. This oddly simple natural remedy works for any man, regardless of how enlarged your prostate currently is, and no matter if in your 40s, 50s, 60s, or beyond. Now, if every other so-called solution has disappointed you up to this point, I completely understand if you're a bit skeptical, and believe me, I was too. But the astonishing results I've seen from thousands of men prove that if you consume this Brazilian jelly just once per day, your dribbles, your frequent bathroom trips, and the irritating, frustrating feeling of a never-empty bladder will fade away like a bad dream. So put away all distractions and pay close attention to every second of this urgent health update, because it holds the key to how you can use this prostate-shrinking Brazilian jelly, starting today, to reclaim control of your bladder, sleep, and manhood. First, let me introduce myself. Like I said, my name is Dr. Edwards, and I'm a holistic health expert with a background in urology, and I live with my family in Paso Robles, California. Nearly 2 decades ago, I left behind a lucrative career in traditional medicine to start my own private holistic clinic. I made this change due to my frustration with the mainstream medical profession, which often seems focused on prescribing big pharma treatments rather than addressing the root causes of illnesses. In today's medical world, too many doctors see patients as numbers on a chart. They're trained to prescribe drug after drug, treating symptoms rather than investigating and fixing the root cause. And yet, for all the endless medications they prescribe, more men than ever are suffering from prostate issues that not only interfere with your ability to urinate, they also cause a high cholesterol, hair loss, unexplained weight gain, and erectile dysfunction. It made me sick to my stomach to see the hospital I once worked at treating patients as profit centers, rather than individuals with unique needs. Every day, it was the same pattern: prescribe, bill, and repeat with little regard for root causes of their health problem. I couldn't be a part of this healthcare injustice, and it's why I decided to quit my high-paying job at a prestigious private hospital and start my own holistic clinic where I focus on treating the whole person, not just symptoms, with natural solutions rather than drugs or invasive surgeries. Until a couple of years ago, I thought I knew pretty much everything there was to know about prostate health, until a secret study, buried for decades, led me to discover the prostate-shrinking Brazilian jelly that turned many of my own beliefs upside down. It all started with an unexpected visit from an old friend, Michael F. For privacy reasons, I can't reveal his last name. Michael and I grew up in the same small town in Wisconsin. I was the best man when he married his wife Lori, but we lost touch when I headed off to medical school in California. Years later, Michael was suffering from severe prostate issues that conventional treatments couldn't solve. When he told me his story, I realized his condition was critical and was causing him enormous suffering, not just physical, but emotional. He'd come to me as a last resort after a terribly embarrassing incident that left him deeply shaken. More on that in a moment. But first you need to understand what brought him to this point. Around the age of 50, Michael started showing warning signs of an enlarged prostate. It began with a constant urge to urinate, forcing him to excuse himself while watching TV with his family or out with friends. He was also waking up during the night to use the bathroom more than usual, which ruined his sleep. But when he did go, his urine flow was a weak dribble, and he never felt fully relieved. He couldn't seem to empty his bladder, causing him constant discomfort. Like many proud, stubborn men, Michael took matters into his own hands. He cut out caffeine and alcohol. Then he stopped drinking any liquids in the hours before bed. Yet he still woke up through the night with a burning urge to urinate. He ordered several herbal prostate supplements from Amazon. And when those so-called solutions failed to help, he tried acupuncture sessions and adopted a strict anti-inflammatory diet, cutting out processed foods and sugars. He even tried some wacky remedies he read about on the internet. One involved soaking in a bath of apple cider vinegar and Epsom salts. But no matter what he did, his condition only seemed to grow worse. Some of the treatments came with unpleasant side effects, like stomach cramps from the herbal supplements and skin irritation from the vinegar baths. His nights were restless, and the lack of sleep had him trudging through his days like a zombie. A few months later, the discomfort had escalated to agonizing pain. Every time he urinated, it felt like he was trying to force out shards of glass. And the shame and embarrassment were overwhelming. After one of his excruciating bathroom trips, he sat down on the couch next to his wife. She frowned in disgust, grabbed a bottle of air freshener from the kitchen, and sprayed the entire living room, saying, "The whole house smells like pee." Michael blamed it on the dog. He couldn't bear to admit the foul odor came from him. In fact, he didn't tell a soul about his humiliating problem, because in his own words, "The last thing I want is for anyone to see me as less of a man." Yet Michael was falling apart. He was exhausted all the time. And how could he not be? He was barely getting any sleep, which made him moody and irritable. He also noticed disturbing physical changes. His hairline was rapidly receding. His joints throbbed and ached. And despite watching his diet, he was gaining weight at an alarming rate. Even his 6-year-old daughter, Melissa, noticed his growing belly. One time she poked his stomach and giggled, "Daddy, why'd you get so squishy?" Michael forced a chuckle, but his daughter's words cut like a knife. And his marriage was crumbling along with his health. The constant trips to the bathroom at night disrupted his wife Lori's sleep, leaving her exhausted and cranky too. Even more distressing, Michael was struggling to perform sexually. One night, after another failed attempt to maintain an erection, Lori turned away with tears in her eyes and whispered, "I miss the way we used to be, when you were attracted to me." Michael still wasn't ready to admit his problem, but without his wife knowing, he did book an appointment with the urologist. After undergoing blood tests, urinalysis, a rectal exam, and a cystoscopy, where a tube with a camera is inserted into the urethra to check for blockages, he was sent home with several prescription medications. Initially, he was given alpha-1 blockers like Flomax, Uroxetrol, and Cardura to help relax the muscles in his prostate and bladder. When these medications didn't provide relief, the urologist added 5 alpha reductase inhibitors like Proscar and Avodart. However, these medications are most effective for men with relatively normal-sized prostates. By this time, Michael's prostate had swollen to painful extremes. Not only did the drugs give him minimal relief, they left him battling bouts of nausea and dizziness. Even worse, his sex drive and erections had totally vanished, causing him to avoid intimacy with his wife entirely. When he looked up his medications on the internet, he came across an article from Harvard Medical School that revealed why. They've been linked to lower sex drive, decreased sperm count, and erectile dysfunction. Michael threw the meds in the garbage and visited another specialist, who recommended a minimally invasive surgery called transurethral resection of the prostate, or TURP. To Michael, nothing about it sounded minimal. In this procedure, a surgeon passes instruments through the tip of the penis, up through the urethra, and into the bladder to shave off excess prostate tissue. The cost can exceed $13,000. But the most frightening part? Michael might have to endure living with a catheter afterward, a tube painfully inserted into the urethra and connected to a drainage bag to help empty the bladder. Not only is this incredibly uncomfortable, it's embarrassing. Common side effects include urine leakage and unpleasant odors, along with a high risk of infections. The thought of undergoing the surgery filled Michael with fear and anxiety. He told the doctor he needed some time to think it over. In the meantime, he had to focus on his daughter Melissa's birthday. He'd promised her a family road trip to Disneyland, and although he was dreading the 5-hour car ride, he couldn't bear to disappoint her. So they packed up the car, and off they went. For the first hour, everything went smoothly. Michael forgot his worries, joining his wife in singing along to Melissa's favorite Taylor Swift songs, and enjoying the beautiful scenery. It felt like a rare moment of normalcy amidst his struggles, until out of nowhere, Michael was struck by an overwhelming urge to pee. He said they had to stop for snacks, and thank God he found a gas station in the nick of time. Back on the road an hour later, his bladder was ready to burst again. This time, Michael made up an excuse about needing to check the air pressure on one of the tires. This continued for the next few hours, with Michael inventing increasingly desperate excuses to find a restroom. Then disaster struck. As his bladder began to throb, they encountered a massive traffic jam. Michael was sweating bullets, trying to pull the car over, but they were trapped on all sides. He tapped his legs frantically, rubbed his crotch, and squirmed in his seat, doing anything to stave off the inevitable, but the pressure was unbearable. He flung open the car door, stumbled out into the gridlock as his bladder gave away uncontrollably. He peed all over himself, right there in front of his wife and daughter. It wasn't just them who witnessed his humiliation. All the surrounding cars could see the dark, spreading wet spots on his pants. People in nearby vehicles stared in pity and disgust. Michael had never felt such intense embarrassment. He wished the ground would swallow him up. As he stood there in the middle of the highway, drenched in his own urine, car horns blaring at him, his wife tried to soothe their worried daughter. "It's okay. Daddy just had an accident." Of course, Lori was just as shocked and confused as their little girl was. For the rest of the drive, the car was filled with awkward silence. The windows were rolled down in a futile attempt to air out the stench. Michael sat there humiliated and soaking wet, feeling utterly defeated. He was thinking what any man in his position would think. Will I ever feel like a man again? Will my marriage survive this? And what about my daughter? What does she think of her father now? Michael couldn't help feeling like a feeble, pathetic old man in the eyes of his loved ones. A shadow of the strong, capable man he once was. And when he thought about all the money he'd thrown away on useless tests and treatments, and now the prospect of a TURP surgery and wearing a catheter and a urine bag, his sadness turned to anger. That fateful road trip forced Michael to finally tell his wife about his terrible ordeal. He'd expected her to be upset with him for hiding his secret for so long, but instead, she vowed to help him find an answer. Michael was against the idea of seeing any more specialists, especially since the last one was pushing him towards TURP surgery, and the others only seemed interested in prescribing him more drugs that added to his problems. This is when Lori had a flash of inspiration. She remembered me, the best man at their wedding who'd gone off to become a doctor in California. They knew they could trust me to give my honest advice. Lori urged Michael to contact me, and 3 days later he was sitting in my clinic. When I saw the sadness and fear in his eyes, I knew I had to do everything in my power to help. I also had to act fast, or else that life-altering TURP surgery might be Michael's only option, forcing him to wear a catheter everywhere he went. To work, social outings, daddy-daughter dates, and even a simple run to the store. Worse yet, Michael might have to wear diapers for the rest of his life. But conventional treatments hadn't worked. And even with my experience, I couldn't find an answer myself. So I decided to tap into my international network of colleagues from decades in the medical field. One expert I emailed was Dr. Hans Mueller, a former professor of mine and a renowned doctor in Germany who has access to exclusive studies, research, and medical databases. I explained Michael's desperate situation to Dr. Mueller, and what he sent me a few days later turned out to be nothing short of a revelation, a game changer that would set the stage for an astonishing breakthrough. At first, I couldn't understand why he'd sent me links to studies about acne. I hadn't thought about pimples since I was a teenager, but then more emails from the doctor arrived. More links, more studies showing a connection between acne and cholesterol. Now, here's how this all connects to your prostate. Dr. Mueller told me he'd been working on a natural cure for acne when he found that excess bad cholesterol, also known as LDL cholesterol, was the reasons pimples can grow from this to this. This prompted Dr. Mueller to investigate the broader effect of cholesterol on various glands and organs in the human body. His research revealed that elevated levels of bad cholesterol can stimulate abnormal growth and enlargement in other tissues. Just as cholesterol can clog arteries and lead to cardiovascular disease, it can also cause the sebaceous glands in the skin to become overactive, resulting in acne outbreaks. Dr. Mueller believed this overactivity could extend to other glands and organs. leading to enlargement and dysfunction. When he turned his attention to the prostate gland, his findings suggested that high levels of bad cholesterol might contribute to the excessive growth of prostate tissue, leading to an enlarged prostate. This led me to dig deeper into my own research, and what I found next was startling. Good cholesterol plays a crucial role in the growth and health of various tissues throughout the body, but high levels of bad LDL cholesterol can disrupt normal cellular function, leading to the abnormal enlargement of glands and organs, including the prostate. I found studies to confirm this published in the Journal of Clinical Lipidology and the Journal of Inflammation Research, which show that increased levels of LDL cholesterol are significantly associated with prostate enlargement. You'll want to listen closely to this next part, because here's the reason why bad cholesterol causes harmful prostate growth. It comes down to a little-known molecule called your vascular endothelial growth factor, or VEGF for short. You've probably never heard about this molecule. That's because it only came to light in recent years thanks to groundbreaking research from Yale School of Medicine, the Endocrine Society Journal, and Harvard University. VEGF is known as the prostate growth activator because once it's switched on, prostate cells multiply. When we were young and going through puberty, this is healthy and necessary. During puberty, our body pumps out higher levels of testosterone along with enzyme 5-alpha, which converts testosterone to dihydrotestosterone, or DHT. DHT is what gives us our manly characteristics. Our voice deepens, we get facial hair, and muscle mass increases. And it has another effect. It stimulates VEGF, the prostate growth activator, causing your prostate to grow to a normal, healthy size. Think of a walnut. Once your prostate reaches this size, the flow of enzyme 5-alpha shuts off like a faucet. Your body stops converting testosterone into DHT, and your prostate doesn't get any bigger. But as we get older, there's something that can turn the faucet back on and trigger DHT production again. It's got nothing to do with diet, exercise, or genetics. The reason is too much bad cholesterol. This switches your prostate growth activator back on, and your prostate goes through another growth spurt, like it did during puberty. Except this time, the faucet doesn't shut off. As the prostate swells, it puts pressure on the bladder, causing you to feel like you constantly need to pee. Over time, no matter how often you pee, you can't get total relief. And the DHT your body is producing can cause even more alarming problems, which I'll get to in a second. To sum it up, we've known for a while that bad cholesterol causes artery plaque and heart disease. But now countless studies show that it also triggers the production of DHT, which stimulates your prostate growth activator. Scientists from Boston University state, cholesterol is the precursor molecule for dihydrotestosterone DHT synthesis. And this is when wetting your pants may be the least of your problems. Because when you can't empty your bladder, you can get bladder stones. This can cause blocked flow, leading to kidney damage, blood in the urine, and serious infections that are antibiotic resistant. Now at this point you might think, if cholesterol is the root cause of my prostate issues, all I have to do is watch what I eat, lower my cholesterol, and I should be good. Well, I wish it were that simple. According to Harvard scientists, only 20% of the cholesterol in your body comes from what you eat. So where does the other 80% come from? Your vital organs. Your body needs to produce it in order to make essential minerals, vitamin D, and testosterone. And because your body needs to do something with this excess cholesterol, your prostate turns it into testosterone, which gets converted into DHT. And your prostate growth activator is constantly being triggered. The faucet won't turn off. As a result, prostate cells keep multiplying until you have a painfully enlarged prostate the size of a big, ripe tomato. And the effects of high DHT levels go beyond your prostate blowing up like a balloon and blocking your urine flow. It can cause balding, unexplainable weight gain, and even low sex drive, erectile dysfunction, and penile shrinkage. So if your hair is falling out, your erections are nothing like they used to be, and you're packing on extra pounds, especially in your belly area, this could very well be the reason why. This led me to wonder, could eliminating bad cholesterol, especially in the prostate, be the key to turning off the faucet and shrinking your prostate back to a healthy size? As it turns out, that's one of the keys. But there's more to it. During a Zoom meeting with Dr. Mueller, he showed me a study from 1970 conducted by the prestigious Journal of Urology. In the study, scientists split men with enlarged prostates into two groups. The men in Group A received conventional treatments, which included changes to their diet and exercise routine, along with taking medications. The men in Group B were giving a natural cholesterol-lowering treatment. The results were startling. Group A saw no reduction in their prostate size, but in Group B, prostates shrank dramatically. Almost 90% of the men experienced dramatic improvements to their urinary flow, going from weak dribbles and stop-and-go peeing to gushing like a fire hose. What's more, over 85% of them saw a decrease in residual urine, meaning they felt the relief of a fully empty bladder after each trip to the bathroom. This also meant far fewer trips to the bathroom during the day and hardly any sleep interruptions. So if this groundbreaking treatment helped men shrink their prostates and eliminate their discomfort with zero side effects, why are you only hearing about it now? I don't have to tell you that Big Pharma makes money hand over fist from Rapaflo, Uroxetrol, Jalin, and other prostate drugs. So it's safe to say they swept this prostate shrinking solution right under the rug. But now I had another hurdle to overcome. The names of the ingredients used in that study were redacted, most likely because some pharma company didn't want those natural ingredients to be known. But there were clues. So with the help of Dr. Mueller and his team, I spent countless hours poring over research papers and digging through international medical journals, trying to pinpoint the exact ingredients that could be used to target the bad cholesterol that causes prostate issues. The first ingredient I discovered was the Brazilian jelly I mentioned earlier. Its scientific name is Merceria jaboticaba. I know it's a mouthful, but here's what's amazing about this odd Brazilian jelly. A study published by the Journal of Medicinal Food found that it may significantly reduce bad cholesterol, while other studies show its impact on angiogenesis, a process closely related to VEGF activity. In other words, prostate growth. When this Brazilian jelly is combined with a few other natural ingredients I'll show you in a moment, it puts your prostate through a two-step double-action process which helps it shrink back to its normal size. Step 1 triggers the cleanup of the excess cholesterol in your prostate. This reduces DHT production, so there's less of it floating around in your prostate. Step 2 directly targets your prostate growth activator, shutting it off and turning off the faucet, so your prostate can heal naturally. This means saying goodbye to dribbles, sprays, and the irritating sensation of a never-empty bladder, and peeing like a fire hose again, completely emptying your bladder and experiencing full relief. Next, I found lipophytol, a micronized powder with a 90% phytosterol concentration that studies show can slash bad cholesterol levels. Even better, in a study by the Lancet Journal, men with benign prostatic hyperplasia who received phytosterol treatment increased their urine flow by 53.54%, meaning they went from peeing like this to peeing like this. What's more, their residual urinary volume decreased by approximately nearly 54%. The next ingredient I identified is Pygeum africanum extract, a traditional African medicine that has been used for centuries to treat BPH. That's because Pygeum africanum extract is proven to help shrink your prostate by lowering prostatic cholesterol levels. What's more, a breakthrough study done by Complementary Therapies in Medicine discovered that after taking Pygeum africanum extract, men went from frequently waking up to pee to waking up less than twice per night. The test subjects were so thrilled with the results that more than 90% of them kept using Pygeum africanum extract. And get this, even after they were instructed to stop taking it, the improvements to the urinary symptoms stayed the same. They experienced long-lasting relief. Next, I discovered the power of pine pollen extract. Studies have shown that pine pollen extract can decrease triacylglycerol levels by 45.05% and total cholesterol levels by 16.9%. What's more, pine pollen extract is a natural phytoandrogen, meaning its nutrients have effects similar to testosterone, our master hormone, that regulates everything from mood and confidence to muscle mass, fat loss, and sexual performance. Additional studies show that pine pollen extract helps circulate more zinc and copper through your prostate tissues, while reducing estradiol, a female hormone that can also contribute to prostate enlargement. Now, it's no secret that the higher your prostate-specific antigen, or PSA levels are, the greater odds of a painfully swollen prostate. This is where the next ingredient comes in, boron, which has been shown to possess powerful PSA-lowering properties. I had a gut feeling that this combination of ingredients could help Michael, no matter the condition of his prostate. But finding the best sources was a challenge. I had to consult numerous overseas experts and spend an arm and a leg to import the ingredients. It was no cakewalk, but I managed to source some of the exotic nutrients from places like Brazil and the African rainforest. Finally, it was time to test it. I ground up the ingredients into a fine powder and sent it to Michael, along with instructions on how to take 1 serving per day with a glass of water. I have to tell you, I was nervous. After 3 days, Michael felt no difference. I began to question whether all my research would stand the test. Michael's quality of life hung in the balance. I needed this to work for him and his family, and I couldn't stand the thought of being yet another expert who would let him down. Even though he was on the verge of losing hope, Michael continued to put his trust in me and take the ingredients every morning. And thank the good Lord he did, because then Michael began to notice significant improvements. On day 6, Michael felt the first signs of relief. The frequent, urgent trips to the bathroom during the day started to decrease, and his urine flow was becoming stronger. The discomfort in his bladder and prostate also began to ease. On day 10, Michael called me with the thrilling news. For the first time in months, he'd unleashed a full-strength flow that left him feeling utterly relieved. That night, he experienced almost uninterrupted sleep, waking up to pee only twice instead of his usual 7 or 8 trips. By the 15th day, Michael's urges to pee during the day had diminished significantly, allowing him to go about his daily activities with much less interruption. The pain and discomfort in his bladder and prostate were nearly gone, and after a month, Michael couldn't believe the relief this solution gave him. He was enjoying intimacy with his wife again. In fact, he said he was able to perform like he was in his 30s again. Each morning he woke up feeling refreshed and clear-headed. His first pee of the day was a powerful gush, fully emptying his bladder, and it was hours before he needed to pee again. His overall comfort and quality of life had vastly improved, making him feel like a new man. When Michael called me at the 45-day mark to share his fantastic results, I could hear the emotion in his voice. I have to admit, I got choked up myself, because I knew what this meant for his manhood, his self-confidence, the intimacy in his marriage, and his daughter seeing him as the strong, healthy father she needed him to be. Now, Michael's prostate battles were no longer a shameful secret. He was eager to tell others about his incredible turnaround. When his friends and extended family heard his story, how he went from losing control of his bladder, soiling himself in front of his wife and daughter, and being on the verge of wearing a diaper for the rest of his life, to shrinking his prostate back to normal size and peeing with the force of a fire hose like he was in his 20s again, well, he realized that many men are secretly suffering with issues like he once did. Michael told me they were eager to try my formula. The thought of helping more men excited me to the core, but I still needed proof that this natural solution will work for everyone. So we put together a test group of 30 men, and what happened next was absolutely remarkable. Out of the 30 men we shared the formula with, 29 of them experienced noticeable relief within 2 short weeks. John S., 49, said he was finally sitting through an entire movie without having to get up multiple times to use the bathroom. Ronald M., 58, was able to go on long hikes with his dog again, something he hadn't been able to do in years. James K., 67, had been embarrassed to attend social events due to frequent bathroom emergencies. He found his confidence restored as he could now enjoy outings without worry. As for 61-year-old Anthony C., the one man out of 30 who didn't experience nearly complete relief within the first 2 weeks, his results took a bit longer. However, by week 5, his trips to the bathroom were reduced by nearly 50%, and he described his urinary flow as like a jet stream. As a healer, this is exactly the kind of difference I wanted to be making in men's lives. Yet I wasn't comfortable knowing I finally had a solution that could help so many other men escape the nightmare of living with an enlarged prostate, facing kidney failure, and excruciating urinary tract infections, or worst of all, becoming dependent on catheters or diapers. I knew I had to make the solution available to as many men as possible. So I set out to find a team of formulators here in the USA to create a one-of-a-kind, custom formula that contained the perfect dosages for maximum potency. And we were able to put it in capsule form, so it just takes seconds to consume and is easy to digest, without any bitter taste. And now, I couldn't be more pleased and excited to introduce you to Total Control 24. TC24 is the world's first and only solution created to address the real root cause of your prostate issues. The formula works by reducing excess cholesterol, especially in your prostate. Then it lowers DHT and deactivates the prostate growth activator. Finally, it helps shrink your prostate back to its normal size, eliminating dribbling, stinging, and messy sprays. With TC24, you can take total control of your prostate health and experience the freedom you've been longing for. Even more remarkably, even though TC24's ingredients are sourced from all around the world, we always ship them back to our state-of-the-art facility, right here in the USA. This way we can ensure the highest production standards. This means with TC24, you never have to worry about dangerous stimulants, toxins, fillers, or harsh artificial chemicals. It's safe and non-habit forming. Since its release, TC24 has helped thousands of men worldwide achieve the relief they've been praying for. Men like Frank M. from Houston, Texas, who said,
I'm 57 years old, and I play golf almost every day. I used to have to stop after 5 holes because I had to go. But after taking TC24, I can now play 18 holes without having to stop to use the restroom. Wow.
Or George K. from Union, Kentucky, who said,
I never imagined that something as simple as taking 2 capsules a day would save me from the embarrassing after drips that had been soiling my clothes during every single trip to the bathroom. I have been taking this for 3 months now, and I have never looked back. In fact, I'm so impressed with the results that I have already ordered 12 more bottles to ensure I have an ample supply for the entire year.
Or even Gary W. from Los Angeles, California, who said,
I gotta tell you, my bladder issues were just ruining my life. I couldn't believe it. Then I watched this health report, and my God, I finally got relief. Now I can enjoy my days with my wife and kids. My urine flow is like a young horse. It's amazing. Thank you.
And if TC24 has already done this for thousands of men, imagine what it can do for you. You'll finally enjoy a good night's sleep again, which means waking up every morning feeling refreshed and ready to tackle the day with energy you once had. Imagine putting an end to weak urine flow and peeing with the force of a water cannon. Imagine planning a family vacation and being able to enjoy every moment, from long car rides to sightseeing, without the stress of frequent bathroom stops. Imagine improving your mood, attitude, and sense of well-being, making every day brighter and more enjoyable. Imagine reigniting your sex drive and confidence in the bedroom. Imagine sitting through an entire meeting at work, giving a presentation, or simply focusing on tasks without the distraction of an urgent need to pee. You'll handle each task with ease and confidence. With TC24, you'll feel like your youthful, masculine self again, boosting your confidence to new heights. So by now, you're probably wondering, how can you get your hands on TC24 and how much your investment will be today? First, let's talk about the real price. Not just the cost of TC24, but the cost of living with an enlarged prostate. A quick Google search will show you that prostate prescription drugs like Flomax cost a little over $300 per month. That's around $3,600 per year. And just imagine the financial dent this will put in your pocket after 3, 5, or even 7 years. That's not factoring catheters, or worse yet, TURP, or any sort of minimally invasive surgery, which can cost over $13,000. And that's just the financial impact of living with an enlarged prostate. You already know how living with an enlarged prostate can affect your career, your relationships, and marriage, even your mental health. So really, there's no price tag you can put on getting your manhood back. This is why I know many men who would be happy to pay $200 or more for a natural solution like this. And looking at the numbers, my marketing consultant told me it would be crazy to charge a penny less. After all, it's much cheaper than TURP or any other surgery, and even cheaper than long-term medication costs. Given that TC24 is already helping thousands of men avoid catheters and diapers without the side effects of most prostate solutions, this is an absolute steal. But my goal with TC24 is to help as many men as possible get instant long-term relief. That's why I cut out all middlemen and made it available only through this page at the absolute lowest prices we could manage. This means you don't need to invest $1,000, $500, or even $200 to get your hands on TC24. During this introductory promotion, and because you're giving me your time today, I'm going to reward you with our lowest prices ever. Today only, you can get TC24 at a huge, unprecedented discount. Just look below, and I have a feeling you'll be pleasantly surprised by the generous, limited-time discounts we've worked out for you. And when you consider how the ingredients prices are rising due to global supply chain issues, I know you'll be more than pleased when you see how much you'll save today, especially when the price of a bottle is so much cheaper than a visit to the urologist. And remember, you'll never find this deal on Amazon or any other third-party retailer. This is the only place you'll find TC24 at such a low price. And while you may notice near-instant relief, customers say they get long-term results when they take TC24 for 60 days or more. That's because TC24's ingredients build up in your body, which helps heal and support your prostate from the inside out. This means the longer you take TC24, the better your prostate and urinary health will be. After 30 days, they notice they're waking up much less often at night. During the day, they feel less urgency, which means no more sudden, frantic dashes to find a restroom. Their urine flow is undeniably healthy and stronger. At the 60-day mark, the changes become even more profound. Nighttime bathroom trips are rare. And when they do go, their urine flow is steady and forceful, like a squirt gun versus a fire hose. The discomfort that was once a daily struggle is a thing of the past. They can sit through meetings, watch a full movie, or enjoy a long car ride without worrying about finding the nearest bathroom. At around 90 days, they feel completely transformed. Their prostate functions smoothly, like it did when they were in their youthful prime. They can go hours without needing a bathroom break. They regain their energy, confidence, and can fully enjoy hobbies and activities, whether it's playing with the grandkids, going on long walks, or having a romantic evening with their spouse. Life feels normal again, and they have their freedom back. And that's also why I worked out a very sweet deal for viewers of this presentation. You see, when we ship bottles in bulk, we can cut down on the costs and pass the savings down to you, which means not only do you pay less for each bottle of TC24, but you also have plenty on hand for maximum relief month after month. Plus, you don't have to worry about running out and potentially ruining your progress. Our most popular package is the 3-bottle option, which saves you an extra $30, bringing your cost down to just $59 per bottle. It even comes with free shipping. Now, maybe you've been suffering from severe prostate issues for a long time, or maybe you have a loved one also struggling with urinary problems, or maybe you're just a smart shopper who recognizes a good deal when you see it. More and more men are choosing to invest in the larger pack of 6 bottles, and they love that it saves them an extra $120, which means each bottle works out to only $49. That's less than $2 per day to get the relief you desire and deserve. And remember, this deal is not available on Amazon or anywhere else. The only way to get TC24 for this incredible price is right from this page. By now, you know from experience how most prostate solutions come up short. So as you can imagine, thousands of men suffering from prostate issues are eagerly seeking a solution like this that actually works. This means the demand for TC24 is at an all-time high. So I can't guarantee this offer will be available if you choose to leave this page and come back later. In fact, after today, I can't guarantee you'll be able to buy TC24 at all. Remember, we source the best, purest ingredients of the highest quality. As a result, preparing one batch can take up to 6 months. That means you might have to wait for our next batch to be ready before you can try it. And most likely, it costs 2 or even 3 times what you're investing today. This is why you must stock up now. And you get the deepest possible savings when you choose the 6-bottle option. As I said, most solutions have disappointed you. So if you're still skeptical, I totally get it. So just in case you're still on the fence, I'm going to remove all the risk from you and put it all on me. When you order any amount of TC24 today, 1 bottle, 3 bottles, or 6, you're covered by our 60-day triple-stacked money-back guarantee. Here's how it works. Stack number 1. We guarantee that every one of its premium ingredients is backed by multiple clinical studies conducted on humans. This means that the components in TC24 have already been proven to help others with their prostate health. So of course, it will help you as well. Stack number 2. We guarantee that while the formula incorporates technology from all over the world, the final product is manufactured right here in the USA in a certified facility where it undergoes rigorous testing to ensure purity and potency. Stack number 3. We guarantee you'll be 100% satisfied with every aspect of your prostate health, from improved urinary flow to reduced discomfort. That's why we offer 60 full days to try TC24 and put it to the test yourself. This way, you can witness firsthand why others vouch for TC24 where it comes to supporting prostate health. And of course, if you're not absolutely thrilled with your order for any reason whatsoever, you can always email or call our friendly customer support team, and we'll issue you a prompt and courteous refund. All this information will be on your purchase receipt, and we're very easy to get a hold of. After all, we don't have thousands of lifelong customers who vouch for our products for no reason. I can assure you that TC24 is designed to deliver the results you've been looking for. Give it a try and see the difference it can make in your life. As you can see, I've taken all the risk off your shoulders and put it on mine, which makes your decision to get TC24 today as easy as ABC. So here's what to do next. Select your package of TC24 below. Once you do, you'll be taken to our secure checkout page. Our checkout page is encrypted with the latest SSL 256-bit security for your total privacy and protection. This is the same security that major e-commerce giants like Amazon.com use. Next, all you have to do is enter your details on our 256-bit encrypted order form. And in just a few days, you'll hold in your hands the relief and support you need. You've struggled with prostate issues for far too long. It's time to take action and choose the package that's right for you. And remember, you get the biggest savings when you choose the 6-bottle option. So I strongly recommend picking that package. So don't wait any longer. Click below to get TC24 now and watch your prostate issues fade away. Look, I've shown you the actual root cause of your enlarged prostate, excess cholesterol, which causes your prostate to blow up like a balloon. And I've shown you the only solution in the world which fixes this problem at its core, TC24. I've even shared with you the story about Michael, how his enlarged prostate drove a wedge between him and his wife, embarrassed him right in front of his daughter, and virtually took away his manhood. And most importantly, I've shown you how TC24 helped Michael take back control of his life, vitality, and confidence. And it's all because Michael took action. Now it's your turn. Because right now, you're standing at a crossroads with 3 possible paths ahead of you. If you take path number 1, this means you're deciding not to take action today. Your trips to the bathroom continue to become more frequent and more urgent. You wake up multiple times a night, disrupting your sleep and leaving you exhausted. You feel the constant pressure and discomfort, making it hard to focus on anything else. Your relationship with your partner suffers because you're too embarrassed to talk about the issue. You avoid social events and long trips because you're always looking for the nearest restroom. The look of concern on your loved ones' faces as they see your struggle breaks your heart. Then there's path number 2. You can take what you've learned in this presentation and try to solve this on your own. So you spend hours researching and tracking down the ingredients mentioned. You buy various supplements, hoping they contain the right components. You try to figure out the correct dosages, but without the precise formula. It's a constant guessing game. Despite your best efforts, your trips to the bathroom remain frequent, and your sleep is still disrupted. You feel the pressure and discomfort persist, and your relationship with your partner continues to suffer. You avoid social events, and the look of concern on your loved ones' faces remains. The burden on your family doesn't lessen, and you're left feeling helpless and alone in your struggle. And then there's path number 3. This is the safe, easy, logical path. You take action today with TC24, the only done-for-you solution that targets the root cause of your enlarged prostate. And I'm sure you realize this means your prostate will continue to shrink day after day. All you have to do is take 2 capsules of this done-for-you solution and picture what your life will look like once you do. Imagine a life where your prostate health is no longer a daily concern. You sleep through the night without interruption, waking up refreshed and ready to tackle the day. Your trips to the bathroom are less frequent and more controlled. You feel a renewed sense of confidence and joy as you participate in family gatherings and social events without the constant worry of needing a restroom. Your partner sees you as the vibrant, strong individual they've always known and loved. Instead of living in fear, you embrace your life with clarity and confidence, knowing your prostate health is under control. With TC24, you not only improve your physical well-being, but also your mental and emotional health, creating a better, happier you. The choice is yours. Yet if you've come this far, something tells me you want better for yourself and those around you, which is why you know the choice you have to make right now. You deserve to experience the benefits of TC24, but only you can make this decision. Go ahead and start this new, vibrant chapter of your life by claiming your risk-free supply of TC24 now. When you order the 3 or 6 bottle package, you get free shipping to anywhere in the U.S. Order now to lock in the lowest prices you will ever see for this groundbreaking prostate solution. And this is all 100% risk-free, because remember, your order today comes with a 60-day triple-stacked money-back guarantee. If you're not happy for any reason whatsoever, you pay nothing. I can't possibly make this any more fair. And the only reason I'm able to make you this unusually bold guarantee is that I'm absolutely confident in the results you'll enjoy with TC24. So go ahead and claim your risk-free supply of TC24. Here's how to get started right away. Choose the money-saving package that's right for you below. Again, you get the biggest savings with the 6-bottle package. After you choose, you'll be redirected to our 100% secure order form. You'll enter your shipping address and payment information and submit your order. It's as easy as that. We'll take it from there, sending you an email receipt within minutes with all of our contact information. And we'll ship your order to you immediately in a discreet package to protect your privacy. You'll be enjoying all the benefits of TC24 in less than a week. Better prostate health, improved urinary flow, and a greater overall well-being. Get started today. Thank you for watching, and welcome aboard. Still here? So let me take a moment to answer the most common questions I get about TC24. I want to make sure you feel 100% comfortable with your decision to order today. Mark L. from Houston, Texas asked, how exactly does TC24 work? And how is it different from other solutions? TC24 works so well because it targets the root cause of your enlarged prostate, excess cholesterol, which inflates your prostate. Luckily, TC24 swoops in like a superhero with its two-step prostate shrinking process. Step 1. TC24 first cleans up the excess bad cholesterol in your prostate. Step 2. TC24 goes to work, shutting down your prostate growth activator. No other solution works the way TC24 does. Yet, you won't know this until you try TC24 firsthand for yourself. And you can do so with confidence, knowing your order is backed by our triple-stacked 60-day money-back guarantee. So go ahead. Try TC24 100% risk-free. James P. from Boston, Massachusetts asked, when and how should I take TC24? We recommend taking 2 capsules per day, preferably in the morning. You can take it with water or your favorite beverage. TC24's unique delivery system ensures it is absorbed effectively, giving you the maximum prostate health benefits. Jonathan S. from Seattle, Washington asked, how fast will I see results? While many customers report feeling relief within a few weeks, results may vary. Studies show that ingredients in TC24 can help improve prostate health in very little time. Remember, TC24 has a compounding effect. The longer you take it, the more profound the benefits. That is why we recommend the 6-bottle option to experience the full, long-lasting effects of TC24. David P. from Austin, Texas asked, does TC24 come with any side effects? TC24 is designed for men of all ages. All ingredients have been clinically tested for safety and are constantly monitored for purity. Plus, TC24 is formulated with all natural ingredients and is 100% stimulant-free. So you don't have to worry about jitters or any adverse effects on your kidneys, liver, or other organs. Up until now, we haven't received any reports of side effects from our loyal customers. John M. from New York asked, what if it doesn't work for me? Can you tell me about the guarantee again? With all the proof of how well TC24 works, it's hard to imagine a single person who won't get some sort of benefit from TC24. In fact, you have my word. You will feel your prostate issues fade away. You will regain confidence in yourself and your manhood. And you will feel your urinary health improving. If not, I welcome you to email or call our friendly customer support team, and we'll refund every single penny back. No questions asked. And remember, you're covered by a 60-day, triple-stacked money-back guarantee, which means you have 2 full months to experience relief from prostate issues, improve urinary flow, and better overall health. That's how confident I am that TC24 will give you the results you want. I'm shouldering all the risks. So why not test drive TC24 for the next 2 months and see if you like its prostate health benefits, all 100% risk-free. George K. from Miami, Florida asked, should I choose the 6-bottle option? I strongly recommend you do so, because by choosing the 6-bottle option, you get the best value and ensure you have enough supply to experience the full benefits of TC24. Bulk ordering helps us cut down costs, allowing us to pass the savings on to you. And keep in mind, the more you use TC24, the better your prostate and entire male plumbing system will work, which is why you should choose the 6-bottle option, so you have more than enough to experience the full health-boosting effects of TC24. William R. from Chicago, Illinois asked, how long will this special offer for TC24 last? This page will be up for as long as TC24 is still in stock. And given how well TC24 works, more and more happy customers are telling their friends and family about TC24. But this means our remaining number of bottles in stock are dwindling as we speak. So there's no telling how long this offer will last. It can vanish into thin air at any moment. You'll want to act now, while you still can. Get TC24 to shrink your enlarged prostate, enjoy a strong and steady urinary flow, and reclaim your sense of vitality and strength. Matthew R. from Austin, Texas asked, how do I get started? It's very easy. Just click the button below to go to our secure order checkout page and enter your information, and we'll immediately get to work shipping TC24 right to your doorstep. So all you have to do today is click below, fill in your payment details, submit your order. Thanks for watching. I can't wait to hear about your success story with TC24.